Hello everyone, Elspeth here, and welcome back to Rising World. So, first off, I'm very sorry for the rather extended absence. That was definitely not necessarily planned. I have just discovered that, unfortunately, my schedule isn't necessarily the greatest. I was trying to do these as Let's Play videos in survival, and that really requires a lot of behind the scenes work, basically, which I'm having trouble finding the time to do. So, I'm going to make a change, as you can no doubt see, and I'm going to switch over to working in creative. And what this will allow me to do is still continue building the projects that I've started and recording them, but not having to worry about trying to find time to do a lot of the more background tasks. So that's what this is going to kind of turn into. More of a let's build than an actual let's play. So, I hope that doesn't upset anybody too much. Obviously, with Rising World, if you can do something in creative, you can usually do it in survival as well. The difference is basically how long it's going to take you to do it, how complicated it's going to be to complete. I don't think I've ever seen grass hanging out there after you remove dirt. The flowers hang out all the time, but I think that might be the first time I've seen grass doing that, so that was new and different. Alright, so as you can see, I didn't get the second entrance put in over there, but I do pretty much have the 4 towers complete. Detailing is still needed. I chopped down a bunch of the trees on that side and in here. Haven't gotten to that side yet. And I put up the wall for the second story of the house and kind of started on the roof. So that's kind of where we're at the moment. Really not much in the way of off-camera work getting done, unfortunately, which is kind of why we are now changing things up. Maybe one more. Let's see here. Turn the light on, get a little bit better light going there. That's kind of nice. The posts pretty much perfectly match. Okay. That looks good. All right. I'll let that back down. Now the idea with this is going to be a larger than normal entrance. So, let's see. Oh, come on. Don't be this way. There we go. So that's 13. We'll take that out later. And then if we go another 13, that should be, and by later, I mean now, should be a good guideline, though, for what we need. All right, so, and that 13 was, yeah, that was from the very post. Oh. I'm afraid that time is not going to work. Thank you very much. 9 a.m., much better for us. And then, so if we did 13, right? Yes, 13. So, let's put a block down there, and then we needed to go 5 across, I believe, right? Right. There we go. And there. Not quite as much precision when it comes to flying as I would necessarily like to have, but, you know, it is what it is. I'll take what I can get. Okay. So basically, I want a bit of a guard tower-esque feel over here as well. Just a lot bigger, basically. Okay. All right, so that was 2. Let's go back another 8. We'll just start with a nice 5 by 10 platform here. And then swing this around. The goal here, nope, not far enough. The goal here is to have, have this come far enough out that there is just a little bit of a gap, but enough so that you could reasonably walk across. If I turn fly mode off and take that away because it's annoying, now I can walk across both drawbridges. Don't ask me how I'm going to get both of them to come up at the same time, because that I have no idea about. Not the foggiest clue, I'm afraid. Okay, so we had this go out 2. So out 2, and then we'll put stone under here. And then these look awfully strange, just kind of hanging out all by themselves here. If I do that, actually that's perfect. Well, it's as perfect as it's going to get. Let's put it that way. There we go. Look at that. The wheels blend in. And these aren't terribly bad. We could probably put another similar brick up there that could possibly help, or that might be like a plank and beam kind of task that we would want to utilize that. Come on, did I? There we go. And there. I mean, they look really cool and all, but when they're just sort of supported out of thin air, really doesn't look realistic. So I would like to have something that looks like a support structure in place for this. I think that'll work. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then we're going to continue these down sort of like legs. Think about it, a structure this big would have to be supported. It's not just going to obligingly hang out in thin air. I can turn my light off, it's very bright. Okay. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty darn good. Let's pick up after ourselves down here. Walk, this will probably be a lot easier. Come on. There we go. I know I don't really have to. It just kind of irritates me with all that hanging out down there. Now, I will do some more work under here with the landscaping tools. For sure, because that does not look 100% the way that I really want it to. But it is fairly close. Do I want to have more than one support? I might try and figure out something else with these legs. What would be... See, they're so even that you're not really going to have something that's going to be totally supported. Of course, if I do that, that doesn't look bad, I don't think. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. I like that. Okay. So there is our larger entrance. Definitely going to be doing quite a bit of work with the landscaping tools. But let's secure this entrance for now. So if we were to close both of these, then theoretically, oh, all right, well, I did find a problem with that. Okay. I guess we'll be sticking with just the centermost piece, and I'm gonna put that back down because otherwise I'll destroy it. I won't mean to, but it'll happen. There we go. Raise that back up. How's that look? Yeah. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Okay. Let's clean up this side as well. Alright. So I am going to, as I said, I'm going to just start running in creative because I just don't have the time right now to do kind of all of the grind work in survival that I have been doing. And I'm also going to be a little bit more strict about the video length. So I'm going to be trying very hard to stick with that kind of a 30-minute time frame just to make the rendering and upload go a little bit easier, because that's really been taking quite a while. More so the upload than the rendering. My computer's actually, it really hasn't had much of a problem with the rendering. But boy, when I go to upload, whew, that's been taking a while. So we're gonna make some changes and go with that for the time being. And if I get to the point where I have a bit more free time again, I might try to do a few more things in survival. We'll kind of just basically be playing that by ear and see how that goes. If there was anything down there I cared about. Right? That's just stone. Yeah, that's just stone. Okay. So, obviously, yeah, I'm losing the challenging part of the game by doing things this way. But, like I said, I don't have the time right now to kind of do it any other way. Let's do that. Really convenient to be able to just fly through the earth. Building underground has never been so easy. Sort of. There we go. Alright. Was I truly 20 out? Yes, I was truly 20 out. Okay. So, let's go 5. And 5. And then we'll leave a 4 space open, because that's roughly what you would need to get any livestock through. And we're going to close this off. So it's basically going to be a 5th guard post, really, that's going to protect the larger entrance to our little compound here. And I was thinking about that, and since I'm going to be running in creative mode anyway, for this size of what I'm making, it makes a little bit more sense to kind of have this be for multiple people. So I think that that's going to be the overall theory that I'm going for, kind of in terms of when I finish out the details in the house and things like that. It's going to be as if I'm making a building or a compound, because that's really what this is. This is a compound. It's not a cottage in the house in the forest, but it's going to be geared towards multiple people being here, basically. Let's see here, 28. You are 28 as well. Yeah. Let's see here. So, and this is definitely going to take a little bit more work, because I'm going to need to change the landscaping here so that this ramp makes a little bit more sense. Because right now, it really doesn't. Let's put that there. There we go. So we'll have to alter the landscaping a bit. But landscaping will probably be next time, because we are already at about 20 minutes. And I do kind of want to get this fairly well finished up. All right. There we go. Just walk right up there. Obviously, this will not remain so very open and easily accessible. But for now, it's fine the way it is. Where can I stick you? Let's do... I wish that it would kind of save your position when you rotate the blocks. That's kind of my only irritation. I could make this slope further. Or I could leave a bit of a natural slope coming up on this side. I think I'll do that. I think I'll leave it as a natural slope. Okay. So you would come in here, and then you would have to turn and go this way to actually access the compound. This area here, let's kind of stick with, well, actually, let's not stick with the ramps right there. Let's do the stairs. So we'll do stairs that are a little bit narrower. That'll probably work pretty well on this side. Up and over. Oh, I don't know, I thought I saw something, but I'm just seeing things, that's all. Once I actually get the quote-unquote interior of this done, then, and only then, am I actually going to try to worry about, let's see, this was 3. And 3 doesn't really work for this now, does it? What if I fell to the ground before the block did? That's interesting. Okay, so let's do that. What was I saying a moment ago? I've lost my train of thought. It's not really terribly surprising. I'm rather tired lately. Okay, let's see how that height works. Well, logically, it would cut off my character's head, but practically, it appears to be just fine. Although, what we could do come on, there we go. There we are. Do that so it slopes down a little bit more. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Come on. Then we'll go into the solid blocks here. There we are. Oops. There we go. Come on. There. All right. So this is basically just a little platform where you would be able to stand here and see who is coming in both directions. And also you would have, so potentially you would have a couple of guards up here with crossbows, one looking out into either direction. They would be able to see if trouble was coming and if the drawbridges needed to be brought up, if they needed to call additional guards over, anything like that. They would be in the perfect position to see that and sound the alarm. So maybe you have a caravan coming in that looks friendly from a distance, but when it gets up close, you notice something a little strange about some of the people in the caravan. Say there's odd looking bulges under their cloaks that look like maybe weapons. Then you would be able to sound the alarm. So that's kind of the purpose of that area here. And I think I also want, let's see, 1, 2, 3. On top of the 2 would be 5. Let's do 6. 1, 2, 3, go across the top. I don't want to be, you know, heartless and leave these poor people up here on guard duty with no shade. So we will put a little roof up there to kind of protect them from the elements. And then here, to think about something that's tall enough. Ooh. Something tall enough for horses to get through. Let's see here. Go. I saw a horse over here, right? Right. Hi. Hello. How are you? Anybody around who's... I don't know why I'm worrying about that. I'm in creative mode. Hey, hey, hey. There we go. Come back. Alright. Let's go test this. Now that we have our horse here. Speed up to the gates. And we do have enough room to turn. Oh, I forgot you can't back up. It's a good thing we can turn all the way around. Okay. All right. So he can fit under there. And this is 5 blocks. So our doorways would need to be, what, 7 to account for a rider? Right, I think. If I remember that correctly. So it'd be 7 across there. Actually, 6 might be fine. Yeah, I think 6, I think. Hopefully. Let's find out. Let's turn this way. Oh, nothing seems like it's chopping my head off. So I think that that's good. I wish we could back up the horses. That's really... And just the mounts in general. I mean, kind of my biggest complaint about them. Well, it's practically my only complaint about them, really, is they should be able to back up. Shouldn't you, buddy? You should be able to back up. Just believe me, in real life, horses can back up very quickly. All right. Just kind of linking this all together. You would have, with a structure this big, a lot of it would be connected for support reasons. So here is the skeleton of our larger entrance and its guard tower. Okay. All right, everyone. That is going to wrap it up for today. Thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you very much as well for being patient with me. Next time, we're going to be doing some landscaping and also working on the other side of this entranceway here. That's all for now. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.